And we are technically live. Good evening, you guys. Oh, you know what? I need you to. Are we going to try the mics? Is that what we're going to do first? And then if it doesn't work, we'll bring your phone on.
Say it again. I'm listening.
Are we going to try the mics first, and then if they don't work? Okay. Are you good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, y'all. Please bear with us while we fight with technology again, still some more, right? Hopefully we have somebody here tonight. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? Happy Sunday. I know, right? Oh, and we can probably turn the AC off unless you're warm. He's focused. He's not listening to me. Where is, I know I have some in theory. Can you guys tell me how we sound? Good evening, good evening. Hello, Fleet and Ken. How are you? Stephanie, Michelle, Denise. I know we're running late. We're running late. Just, the summit is coming up and I have been uploading videos and putting in descriptions and all the things. And so I was finishing up with that and I forgot my notes for the summit for my welcome. It will not be. It's probably better that I go without notes. Let me. Oh, you're not on the stage yet. Hold on.
Yeah, the camera's going to go off in just a minute. I just want to see if anybody can hear me.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3. Can anyone hear me? Just curious. I can kind of hear me, but just barely.
Well, wait a few minutes because I just added you to the stage. Is your mic on?
Yeah, it's on. It's on.
Everyone's saying they can hear you, babe.
Okay, then that's fine. Then camera goes off.
Yes, don't show nobody. Don't show them my shop. It's a mess in here, you guys.
Yeah.
Everybody says it sounds good, so we're
Okay.
gonna have to. We're cheating. We're using a second phone. So I can add. Oh yeah, I can add an extra camera. That's right.
All right.
Okay.
So, do you want me to say hellos while you
Yeah,
think
say
about everything?
hellos.
Oh wait, no, you want to do a hello.
No, you go ahead and do your hello. I'll do my welcome while the UV resin is drying.
All right, if you guys don't mind, I am going to take my headphones out, mainly because I don't want to hear me.
Turn that off. We don't need that.
I don't need to be.
He just assumes I'm hot all the time, you guys.
Let me turn this down now. There we go. So we don't get any feedback theoretically.
Any echo?
All right, on YouTube we have Made on Maple Lane. That's Stephanie, Luann Vasallo, Mary Beth Martin, Gert Gorenzer, Yolanda Payden Jones, Phyllis, and Madonna Rapp. And everybody says hello and that they can hear, which is nice. Thank you very much. Sorry for my voice. On YouTube, we have Flea.
And Ken.
And Ken? Oh, okay. She didn't say and Ken.
Oh, I know. I just assumed.
Yeah.
Should I not assume?
Kathleen O'Brien Hoovis from Chile, Illinois. Congratulations on your Bears. Nobody say anything about the Packers. I'm going to play catch up after this. So don't say anything. Karen Moyer, Kathleen O'Brien Hoovis, Michelle Selby Hardwick, excuse me, I'm wearing my glasses, not my cheaters. What did I get on my pants? And Sweetie Weaver from Southwest Pennsylvania.
Alrighty, is that everybody? Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Good evening, good evening. we have the boy tonight. I'm sure you guys already heard him. So we don't have a ton of time tonight. So I chose a project. Y'all know who I am, though. I chose a quick project. So we'll see what happens. So you guys know that I scored like insane amount of these craft rounds. And these are the 4-inch ones. I already have them taped and painted because of what we're going to do tonight. But basically, they look like this, right? They're just smaller. These are the 6 inches.
All
And
right.
so I thought it would be fun for us to decorate these rounds. And David had this was David's idea. I just want to point that out. David had a really good idea that we could decorate these and they could be either ornaments or coasters. Like, can you think of a more excellent hostess gift than that for the holidays, right? So we're going to make these into coasters tonight. And I'm going to show you guys how you can use UV resin. I like this. This is Let's Resin. And there's also, what does that box say right there, baby?
It
That
says
black one?
open carefully.
It's okay. It's okay, babe. No, it's not that big of a deal. It's just another brand.
It says
Is it Let's Resin? No, this is Let's Resin. That one
craft
is,
resin UV resin.
oh, Craft Resin. So I'm using Let's Resin. Craft Resin also has one that you don't have to mix. It's just a one and done. It's in this bottle. And then I have this little UV light for fingernails that we're going to use tonight. So nothing super fancy. I got it all on Amazon, you guys. So we're going to do that. Now, you guys know me. I was like, we're going to do a simple project. And I'm like, I'm going to pull out a couple of things and then that's it. We're going to get started. But what had happened was I may have gotten a little carried away. So we'll see what we're going to do. Can I do something really quickly before we get started? You guys don't leave, okay? But we're getting ready for our Crafted to Create art party. I'm going to stop calling it a summit. It really isn't a summit. Our Craft to Create art party that's coming up this week, and I need to record a welcome video. So if you guys will be patient with me for like 3 minutes, I'm going to record my welcome video, and then we will get right to work. I promise, promise, promise. Okay? I forgot my notes. They're in the house. So hopefully I remember everything I'm supposed to say. Usually I have like a bulleted list of things I'm supposed to go over. But
All right. I hate to say this before you start. I got to come off
oh,
or I've got to mute me because everybody's hearing an echo, which I'm hearing too. So I'm now mute.
Okay.
I can hear me coming through this though, and I've got my headphones on too. I'm just going to have to disconnect. Remember the echo that we were getting the last time?
But can they hear you from my mic then?
You're gonna have to repeat my stuff.
Or maybe just come on when you need to say something.
It's still it's your sound's coming through here.
Oh.
And it's coming through, so it's feeding into your microphone as well. What I just did should take care of the echo.
Okay, you guys do me a favor. Can you tell me if you can still hear David now?
No, I'm off.
I know, but just keep talking.
Yeah, I can project, but only so far because my voice is jacked up from yesterday.
I know. I'm sorry, baby.
That's okay.
They said they can still hear you.
All right, I'll do my best, guys.
Okay, we won't have them talk a lot. So what happened was David worked at the Harvest Fest yesterday. He left here at like 9 o'clock in the morning and he got home at 9 o'clock last night.
No, I got home at 9:30.
Oh,
be fair.
9:30 last night. That's still a 12-hour day. That's a lot of volunteering.
I also had to cover something in the morning. There was the big protest.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So you covered it and then you went to Harvest Fest. No. Okay. So it's very hard. So his voice is, it's kind of jacked up. You could also move a little closer too, babe. I may have to. So we'll see how chatty he's gonna be. You guys hear how deeper his voice is tonight. It's a lot deeper. So I have a question after you do your welcome. After I do my welcome, okay, you guys be patient with me. Okay, I'm gonna do my welcome really quickly. Although now I want to laugh because I know they're watching me. Okay, I have to get in the right space. Welcome to the Crafted to Create Summit. I am so happy that you are here. Once you guys come into your dashboard, you will find a class that will be dropping every day starting on Tuesday, October 21st. By 8 a.m. in the morning, you guys will see the class for the day. You can either watch the classes here on your dashboard, or you can go to our private face group where you can watch the classes there as well. I do encourage you to use the guide section. There's a section at the top of the group that says guide to watch your lessons, because everything is in order inside the guide and it's a lot easier to keep track. I encourage you guys to leave feedback, to show us pictures of your projects. And I am so excited. I have been editing videos all day to load, and our instructors like brought it. You guys, each of these classes are easily worth $45, and you guys are getting all 7 classes for $9.99. So make sure that you take time to look at the classes, share your projects. If somebody else shares their project, make sure that you stop to encourage them. That'll be really helpful. But thank you guys so much for coming. I have created a printable for you guys, and it is a permission slip. And I'm hopeful that it will condition your mind and your heart to be open and to say yes to yourself, and to try and to give yourself grace while you're learning these new processes. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you later.
All right,
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, David has a question.
Can people still sign up for the summit?
Yes, you can still sign up for the summit. It's not too late. I do have, if you're on Facebook, you can put hashtag summit for more information to sign up for the summit. And then if you are on the YouTubes, I do have a QR code for you here. You guys can use this QR code to sign up for the summit. I know that perhaps you guys have attended like summits, right? I know that I've attended summits for like how to use your YouTube, or how to create a funnel, or things like that, right? That are more corporate. And when you go to those summits, what happens is you get a whole bunch of teachers who give you super high level instruction, and then you kind of have to like join their product in order to get real information. And so I really should not have named this a summit, because this is not what this is. These instructors have created really detail-oriented classes for you guys to attend. I'm uploading these videos and I am completely wowed by what they've done. And so I hope you guys attend, because once it's like, and this is not like a bro marketing, like pressure sales kind of thing. It's a logistical thing. So this is a special project, right? It's myself and 6 other instructors.
On your mantle. What's
Oh.
it doing hiding over there?
Baby, I'll put it up later. There's no room on there. That doesn't fit my aesthetic.
That's not fair.
Okay.
I moved closer. So
okay. So they can
hopefully-
probably hear
yeah,
you. Yeah.
That's my goal.
Oh man, now I forgot what I was saying.
Summits, and how you've all gone to corporate ones and they suck.
They do. And this is not what this is. You guys are getting full on classes with printables, with resources. Liz's workbook is 21 pages of information with stencils, like legitimately. These are really good courses. So if you guys are not in, then I would really encourage you guys to participate. Let me see. This is a really good question. Elizabeth is asking how long is each video. So it depends on the instructor. There's a difference between the instructors. We tried to break the videos down. I think the longest video, there is a 40-minute video, which I'm probably going to split that one into 2 videos. But 20 minutes is how we broke them down. But there are some instructors who have a lot more instruction in their course. And so like Robin, I think, has 3 or 4 videos. Leilani has 3 videos. So it just depends. It varies from instructor to instructor how long the videos are. But as far as you guys as like watch time, I'm trying to break them down into bite-sized pieces, so that if it is a larger, like a longer process, you can watch multiple videos over the day or over the week.
So Jerry Peter asks, why are there commercials in the middle of your live?
Are there commercials in the middle of my life? You know what? I thought I turned that off on YouTube. I'm sorry.
Well, we were off YouTube for a long time, so maybe it just kind of auto reset.
Maybe. Thank you for letting me know that. I'll have to change that. Yeah.
We're back on. Yeah, we got a YouTube fan over there. on my computer, grandson. We had a question, and for
Oh,
whatever
Robin
reason,
says 4. Robin has 4 videos. Yes.
for whatever reason, Facebook does not update the comments for me. I have to keep going out and going back in.
Oh, okay.
So I've lost who asked this, but they asked, are there any safety protocols with the various resins?
So I'm gonna be honest with you. If I don't know. I mean, I do know, but I don't know. So this resin right here is odorless, which is why I like to use it. If you are sensitive to chemicals, you should wear like a respirator when you're using resin. I don't use like what's the one, epoxy resin? I don't generally use it. I'm not gonna say I never use it. When I use epoxy resin, I'm super careful. This particular resin is odor free, and it cures really fast. And so I don't wear something. But if you're like super sensitive, then you may want to wear like a mask and wear gloves when you're using the resin. I should be wearing gloves, but I'm not. Don't tell my husband. Oh, Chris, I like that. Oh, like a summit on a mountain. Oh, yeah, yeah. Think of it that way. Not like a summit, like a meeting. But I'm gonna let me bring on the important camera. I'll make myself smaller over here.
And Gert Grenzer says, how do I join so I can watch the classes on YouTube?
So, Gert, the classes will not be on YouTube. They won't be available on YouTube, but I have my own.
And they're not on Facebook either.
They'll be on Facebook. There will inside the group.
Oh, I thought you had them on your platform.
So, I have my own platform, Gert. It's royceacademy.com, where I hold all of my courses. And if you do not want to watch them on Facebook, you don't have to. You can watch them at Royce Cycled Academy once you sign up. And the same logon that you create when you sign up for the class will be the same logon that you'll use to watch the classes. And like whatever courses you've purchased, because I have multiple courses on there, when you log on, it'll show on your dashboard whatever classes you purchased. And so you can click on it and then you'll be able to watch the videos from day to day. The community is inside of Facebook, and mainly because I can't get people to leave Facebook. Like I can build a community on my platform, but I have one for my membership and nobody uses it. So,
Ruth,
I did not build one for this class because people they don't use them.
Ruth Cooper said you should be also doing resin outside.
Yeah. You guys be careful when you use resin, okay? Don't do as I say. Oh man.
No, do as you say.
No, don't do as I do as I say. That's what I was gonna say. I'm trying to.
I know, I had trouble.
No, I'm just trying to. Oh, it has it on solo layout, is the problem. I'm trying to switch it. There we go. You guys don't want to see me. This is the important stuff. So yes, when you're using resin, be sure that you're being super careful. Wear gloves, wear a respirator, all the things. Yes. So tonight, though, I have a couple of coasters and I have a couple of ideas to share with you. So I have 4 coasters for us to work on tonight. I did paint these white in advance and I did tape my edges in advance. So I just took a piece of tape and went around the edges, and then I just put the extra tape around the bottom so that any of the resin like drips off, it won't end up on my coaster.
So
And
this can be a coaster or an ornament.
yeah, it can be an ornament or it can be a coaster, either one. If it's going to be an ornament, there are holes in the top of these wood rounds, and these are available on my website, you guys. Is Karen Moyer here? Karen is here. Yes. Hey, Karen, can you tell us what is that tool that you can buy that I can stick in this hole right here so that when I put my resin on, it doesn't fill up the hole? There's something you can buy. I can't think of the name of it. You guys, inside of our membership, every month I invite a guest, although this month, my poor guest, I don't even know. I got to get with her today, but I invite a guest every month to come and share their expertise with us. And I invited a guest to come on because she does faux food. She makes fake food. It's gorgeous, by the way. And I thought that would be, yeah, fake food. Right? It's for decoration, not to eat. It's just for decoration. Okay.
For play.
For play. It's for play, not for eating for real. Yes.
For pretend food.
So I thought it'd be fun. The holidays are here. I thought she was going to come and show us how to make like a faux food that we could have on our island or our countertop. But that she's an expert on resin. Like she's been doing resin for a lot of times. And we also have, I want to say our resident expert, because inside of the membership, we have this really diverse group of ladies who all have different gifts. And so our resident resin specialist is Rima. Is Rima here? I didn't see her name. Rima Vaquera.
Rima yet.
So, anyways, we ended up having like this deep dive masterclass on resin. It was pretty awesome. And so one of the things that we talked about was the things that you could put. You could plug it with the glue
With
and then
hot
pop
glue.
it
So
out.
Karen says plug with hot glue, then pop it out. And then where did I see it? Robin Runcie said a reamer.
Yeah.
And
It's like a little thing you can stick in there so it doesn't fill up. It's a window. Something window is what I thought it was.
Made on
Karen.
Maple Lane says a deburring tool, DEBURRING. And Jerry Peters said little windows.
Yes, that's what it was,
It has
Jerry.
something to keep the hole open.
Yeah, they're little windows and they have little round ones you can stick in there. So that if you gave this as a gift, if you left that hole open, then your hostess could either use it as a coaster, or they could put a hook in there and hang it on their tree. So I think that this would be a really, really nice hostess gift. And I think over the course of the next few weeks, that's what we're going to talk about. Like really handmade is wonderful when it's done well, right? I don't like to put judgment on things, but sometimes I don't like to make things just for the sake of like I don't like to give gifts just for the sake of giving a gift. I want it to be meaningful to that person. And so I think gifts like these can be really valuable. They can have value to that person and they can also be really meaningful because you know what your friends love. And so you can create something custom just for them. So we're going to talk about different options and we're going to make a few together tonight.
Karen Moyer says the other tool was to put in a mold to make a hole for beading. I apologize because I've got everything way too far away, so I apologize, guys.
Sorry.
Missy Mejia, I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
You want to use my computer?
Straw wouldn't work.
Oh, a straw might work.
Karen Moyer says beads, not beading. And Linda Steffen said that was an assignment in my college art class to make faux food.
Oh, that would be fun. You want to use my computer, babe? No. I don't have to see myself.
No, okay. Yeah, you do. You need to switch things.
Okay. So let's look at our first one. Look, you guys don't laugh at me. I pulled out, a few sheets of paper, and I pulled out a few transfers because I have holiday transfers left over. And this one's really pretty, right? And it's about the size of that. And I thought about that one. Maybe that one may make it. And then we have the Kitschy Christmas too. And there are a lot of little items on here that put on. And I'm going to choose a transfer because one of the papers, let's do this. I know one of the papers that I want to use for sure. Oh, Lord, where is it? Oh, man, I was going to use it with this one. I'll use it with the Christmas. We'll do Christmas. So I pulled out a couple examples. This is the Royce Music Notes decoupage paper. This one is a really nice background paper that you can put on like everywhere, right? I feel like this is going to be a staple paper for people to have in their stash just because you can use it so many different ways. And so I do want to use this one on one of our coasters and then also put a transfer over the top of this. So that's my plan for this one. And this one is really fun because you guys will notice some of the music notes are really small. Some of them are large and some of them are really large. And I did that on purpose. You could use this like on a larger project and it's just a lot of music notes, but there's also a lot of almost project blocks within this of music notes that are different sizes depending on what you're doing. So I definitely want to use this one on one of our coasters tonight. You just have to decide which transfer we're going to put over the top of this.
Jerry Peters asks if all these papers are yours.
Yes, all these are Royce decoupage papers. And if I have any Royce retailers that are here today, you guys, please put your links in the chat so customers can find you so that they can buy papers. So this one, I did this one ahead of time because I wanted to make sure that it was completely dry. I'm only going to do resin on one coaster tonight, but I wanted to make sure that it was going to be completely dry. But this one I did from a piece, and this is another thing. Um, this is a project that you can do with scrap pieces of decoupage paper, right? Because you don't need a huge piece. So if you have scraps, you can use these and make some coasters. And I wanted to point out, I am so stingy, you guys. I wanted this piece out of this paper, but I didn't want to mess up anything else. So I cut through like just this blue area so I wouldn't have to cut up any more flowers. So I can make sure, whoops, I went the wrong way. So that I could make sure that I didn't ruin too much. Because even though this is like about half a sheet of paper, that's still that's a lot of projects on there, right? So this one I've already done, and that's this one. And I just cut it out and I decoupaged it right on there. And I don't know if I want to layer anything on this one. I feel like it's pretty busy the way that it is. So I'm thinking that's done. We'll trim this one and put resin on it in just a bit. This is the new fall flock decoupage paper from Recycled, and I haven't really had an opportunity to use it yet. I feel like I need to move my camera like
Well, you're doing that. Let me ask
over
everybody
some
if you
more.
wouldn't mind, if you're on Facebook, to share, make a comment, and hit an emoji, whichever one you feel like. We always kind of randomize it. It's kind of Halloweeny, so I'll pick this one.
Well, this one is kind of Thanksgiving. It's not
All
really
right.
Halloween. You'll see there's fowl on here, a lot of fall colors, which is maybe that's why you're thinking.
Well, I
But
meant the time is Halloween.
oh, I thought you meant the paper.
No. All right, let's see if I can find it.
And I'm thinking that sometimes we talk about Christmas and we talk about Halloween, right? And David was actually talking about this the other night, and people just skip right over Thanksgiving. But Thanksgiving is right around the corner. So this would be a really nice way to make a gift for a Thanksgiving dinner if you've been invited to partake with somebody else. So I thought I would use this paper on one of the coasters, and I'll have to just decide. That would be pretty, right? I could have the bird and there'd be some flowers on there. And I know that this is one of the reasons why my customers love master boards is because you can make so many different projects. That would be really nice right there, right? And I could even cut this little butterfly and add him down here if I wanted to. And this one I love. And then my other favorite one on this sheet, I have lots of favorites. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple. I could do the butterflies here. I love the 3 butterflies there. Or since it's Thanksgiving, we could make sure we get a turkey one. But this one is actually my favorite. But I think that I would have to end up losing most of my roses on this one if I use this one. Because I could move my birdie over a little bit more, but I'm really gonna have to give up a lot of my floral. What do you guys think? I don't know. So I want to use this one for sure. So we have 2 of them, right? We have the music sheet and a transfer. We have this one with that one. And I just wanted to show you guys some other ones just for ideas. This one is really made for like furniture and large decor projects. This is a really popular design too, and I can't remember the name of it, but this one is really pretty. I really enjoyed making this one. And even though it's a larger design, right? And it's a larger scale design, you can still use the elements and it would still look pretty on something small like this. Just, that would be super pretty, right? But this is my last sheet of this design, so I don't want to cut it up for a tiny project. And then to my point, oh, this one, I might do this one. I was thinking that, so when I say scraps, it doesn't have to be a big old piece of paper like I showed earlier. Like this is literally, I've already used this piece of paper for 2 projects, I believe. And I still have plenty left. Ooh, I could use that. I could use that. Okay, wait, I'm gonna focus. But like this piece is really a scrap piece. Let me cut it off because I'm wrestling with all this paper for no reason. And if you guys see ideas that I don't see, you guys can tell me too, baby. You have to tell me because I can't see. Huh?
I was just telling Demar to suck them up. He's over there.
Oh, okay.
I started to say, please share on Facebook, make a comment, put on a not working. Oh, it works. Okay. Make a comment, share, and some type of emoji. If you're on YouTube, we would appreciate a comment. Comments really, really help, even if it's just to say hi. Um, Also, we appreciate if you subscribe. And if you hit the bell, you can customize your notifications. So if you don't like to get notifications, I don't. You can take the notifications off, or you can just get notifications for just Royce, if that's what you want. I get two. I get Royce, and I get the guys who review bad movies.
Oh, yes.
Those are the only two I get.
So I was looking at this scrap right here, and we may do this one. I don't know. But this is like legitimately just a scrap piece, right? I use the top of my dress form, but I could use this piece right here. I have a little bit of grunge and some really pretty script. And then I could go over it. I have this little girl pulled out, and I could, this is one of the old IOD Christmas, but look at her, a little fairy. Wouldn't she look really adorable with this as a background? So I don't know. That one's that one's a question mark, but
Jerry Peter says they'd make great hostess gifts or name tags for guests coming to a Thanksgiving dinner.
oh, that would be nice because these could be the name tags and then they could take them home.
Yeah, it's a gift.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying.
hang it up on the tree or do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, Jerry.
Chris Schmidt says burlap floral.
Yes, burlap. Thank you, Chris. Burlap floral. And then I was thinking, oh yeah, I have my Christmas. I was thinking about doing, this is the Recycled Christmas master board. I was almost afraid to bring this one out because I am completely sold out of this design in my warehouse. And I have a couple of retailers that are kind of upset with me right now because they are sold out. So if you find this paper, you may want to snag it because I will not be restocking it this year. Yes.
This coming April, you've got a retreat.
I do.
One of the things that you do at the retreat is you open up your warehouse.
I do. Oh, yeah.
To those that come.
Yes.
And why is, God bless you.
Bless you.
Why is that a big deal? Because you have discontinued papers that aren't being made anymore.
Yeah.
But you still have a few sheets here and there.
I have a lot of sheets.
Well, but I mean, not enough that retailers can
yeah, not enough that I can send out to retailers.
Right.
But
so you might have like 3 sheets of one or 5 of another or 10 of one.
Yeah.
Whoever comes to the retreat can purchase those sheets.
Yes.
If they want. They're not required to.
But if they want. And we actually, I found more.
So, I mean, that's it has nothing to do with the retreat. It's just kind of a bonus
for coming to the retreat. And
because
I'll be designing a custom paper just for those who come to the retreat.
Yeah, too. If you just stop by and want to say hi to us, you don't get to buy the canceled sheets.
No.
Because we do have residents that will literally walk up to the house.
Yes, they do. They
People who live in our city, but they can only get what's currently available.
Yes. So
I'm just throwing that out there. Oh, because why?
Because the retreat is coming up. Oh yeah, and you guys, the early bird pricing does end at the end of October too, for the retreat. So if you've been on the fence or you're thinking about it, you know, the pricing will go up after October 31st. And then I was thinking this one would just be pretty, right? Like if you did a whole set with just this one, it wouldn't be specific for the holidays. It could be something they could use all year round, specifically for coasters. And that this design would just be pretty. So just some ideas, and even the paintable designs, if you wanted to use them and hand paint something, that would be really pretty and really special for somebody. Look at that cute little pumpkin. It fits perfectly on there.
To me, that's the perfect, I don't know what everybody does when the family gathers for a holiday. My family used to play cards. I think your family used to play cards, right?
Cards and dominoes.
There you go.
Yes.
But you could do painting.
So I saw, oh my gosh, who was it? I was watching somebody on YouTube today, and what she did was she took some rounds like this and she decoupaged them and she's selling them in her booth with that intention, right? That you could buy a whole set and you could just paint them. So like maybe you decoupaged all these ahead of time and you went over it with some watercolor ground. And then when you had the grandkids or company come over or your sisters, you guys could sit down with your watercolor or your watercolor pens or pencils, and each of you could paint one of these. That would be really fun.
Yeah.
And
what a great, I could picture Edward doing that. You're not our nephew.
I don't know, baby. That's kind of old people crafting. I don't know if he wants to do
He's
that.
an artist, though.
He is. He's an artist, but I don't know. Anyways.
Luann Vasallo, I guess I'm making coasters in the future.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just thought it was such a, look how pretty that those fit on there perfectly. Those 2 pine cones, they fit on there so perfectly. So, but let's do the ones I know I'm gonna do, and then I'll decide on the 4th one eventually. So let's do this one. I want the first one to be, let's do the music first so we can give it time to dry so that we can get our transfer on it. So we're gonna go ahead and decoupage this one and set it aside, because you guys know when you're using your transfers over the top of your decoupage paper that you really want to make sure that your paper is absolute, not just the paper, but the surface underneath is completely dry, right? Before you try to put a transfer over the top.
I love you, but I gotta sit in a different chair for a few minutes.
Okay, you're fine, baby.
Okay.
You can scoot your chair. And I was thinking about using one of the smaller scales initially, but I kind of think that even that scale feels too small. So I think I might go for something like this, a little larger scale. So I'm going to go for this piece. So let me trim this. I always like to trim my paper because, as you can see, everybody's always worried about getting wrinkles in their paper. And I feel like sometimes when you're like fighting a big piece of paper that you're more likely to get a wrinkle. So if you're working on something small, just trim it down to what you need. And then that way, you know, you're less likely to have an issue. And because I'm saying that these can be either an ornament or a trivet, not trivet, but a coaster, I'm going to make sure all my designs are in the right direction, right? Because my hole's there on the top. So I'm just going to decoupage this. I kind of like that going sideways. That's kind of cool. So super quick, easy. This one's going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're going to put, I have in this bottle some water-based varnish is all that I have in here, you guys. It's nothing special. And you can let me know if there's any questions still, right, baby? And I'm just going to put some, and I'm just making sure that I get a really nice even coat. We have found that when you wet your paper, when you use like the misting method to decoupage, that you really need to put a little extra medium on your surface. Because when you put the paper on dry, it sucks up the moisture right away. But when you're wetting it, the paper's already full. So it's not sucking that through as quickly. So you want to put a little bit more, be a little bit more generous with your medium. And then I'm just going to lay my paper right over the top. And I should have done something underneath. I could have painted something underneath this. And that would have been really pretty, because the papers with the white backgrounds get so transparent when you mist and decoupage them. But you guys see how I misted my paper. I took a few minutes to let the fibers expand. And then that way, when it comes into contact with my decoupage medium, it's not stretching. And that stretching that it does when it comes into contact with the moisture of the medium is what causes the wrinkles. And I really have a little bit too much paper, so I'm going to trim this off. Maybe I should have done it when it was still dry. What happens is, as the paper dries and it starts to shrink, this paper that's left around the edge will start pulling on the paper that's on the surface, which is why it lifts up. Now, it's not a huge deal, right? You just put a little bit medium on it and lay it back down, but I'm going to go ahead and just trim that. And then we're going to set this aside and let it dry. And we're going to work on our next project, because we're going to put a transfer right over the top of that paper.
Mary Beth Martin said the creator who made the ornaments to paint is Sparks of Joy.
Thank you. It was Sparks of Joy. Yes, I was watching her on YouTube earlier. And what did I do with my little scrap of paper that I cut? Yeah.
Simpson said, I really enjoyed exploring your options just now, and the running commentary was so familiar to me. I think that means which one do I choose? Oh, they're all so good.
Well, because you know what? My mind, I love that black so much. I know this was not one of my choices, and this is not really a scrap. It's like a whole section that I can use for something else, but I love that. I'm gonna use it. And it wasn't even on my list.
We're playing Jaws with the goldfish. I'm sorry, Grandma.
I start off with an idea and my mind just keeps generating more ideas. It's so hard. Okay. So this one, isn't that, oh, I love that black on there. And it's not really like a jet black. It's more of like a really warm black. And it has some like green and burgundy undertones to it. So, and I don't know what we're going to do with this one. This might be all that we do. Oh, you know what would look good on here? Would be one of the foil transfers. Oh, that would be nice, right? Now, I will say that if you're going to use resin over your transfers, I would put 3 coats of a water-based like varnish over the top. And when I say 3 coats, I mean a coat and let it dry, and another coat and let it dry, and another coat and let it dry, right? So that you have 3 distinct layers over the top of that transfer before you go in with your resin. Whoops.
So I this is the worst way of me trying to transition to something you want to talk about. So
I love that.
All the options you're giving yourself kind of remind me that at the retreat, there's more than just hanging out. You wanted to talk about the retreat.
I did want to talk about the retreat. David's helping me stay on tack, you guys, because I start talking and I lose track. The Royce Cycles retreat, I do want to talk about it because we are closing early bird price at the end of the month, which is like next week apparently. And so I want to make sure that if you're on the fence and you're wanting to register, that you don't let that time like pass. And we've been talking a lot about the retreat in terms of how fun it is and how much people enjoyed it, but we really haven't spoken about the true value of the retreat. So I kind of wanted to outline that. When you get here,
real quick before you do that, what's your favorite varnish? Jerry asks.
So, Jerry, I generally use Wise Owl products, but it's because I used to retail for them and I have a lot of it, but I do love it. I will say that when I'm going to be using transfers over my paper, I do love Wise Owl's 1 hour enamel. It's a self-leveling sealer. It's my favorite for that. Otherwise, I usually use Wise Owl's varnish, and I use matte because I don't like shiny stuff, but you can use whatever formula you like, whether it's matte or satin or gloss. That's a personal preference. I don't think it impacts like the quality of your project. Although I will say this, matte top coats, water-based sealers, all have mattifiers in them. So the little particulates that are in your varnish, and they kind of break up the surface and the light doesn't bounce off as readily, which is why it looks matte versus looking shiny. And so they do impact the strength of the varnish like minimally, but they do. So like if I'm doing like a tabletop or something that's going to take a lot of abuse, what I will generally do is do 2 layers of gloss because the gloss isn't going to have any mattifiers in it whatsoever. And then I'll do my last layer with the matte so that I can get the final finish that I want.
And Vintage Retail Therapy by Mara popped in.
Hey, Mara. Mara, be sure and leave your link so they know where to find you to get papers.
Okay, so back to the retreat. Linda Steffen says, what are the dates?
So, oh man, that's the one thing I don't remember. The 24th?
24th through the 27th.
I believe it's Thursday. So Thursday, April 24th of 2026 is when we start. Everybody usually gets in Thursday.
3rd through the 26th.
The 23rd through the 26th. And so you come in on Thursday evening. We have an event motel established. I think 85% of the people stayed there last year. You come in, drop your bags. If you're staying at the event motel, you can come downstairs, check in, get your swag bag, and get your lanyard. And we have 2 tickets for drinks that night. And you could do mocktail, cocktail, or a soft drink. That's up to you. And then we'll have some kind of food. It's not going to be like a food. Like last year we had nachos, but it was like nachos with ground beef and cheese and lettuce and tomatoes. So it's like in between finger foods and
You could
food.
make it a dinner, or you could just nibble and then go out to dinner.
Yes, whichever one you prefer.
Right.
And so that's Thursday night. And then when you come in on Friday morning, you guys get signed up, and in your swag bag, just to give you an idea of what that's like, inside the swag bags, last year we had aprons, brushes, palettes. We had some paper craft packs that somebody made, some people used to make their booklets. We had some Would You Bin, Sunny from Would You Bin West, although I think she has all of Would You Bin in US now. She was one of my sponsors, and so you had a piece of Would You Bin in there. You guys get a full-on workbook, right, to help support you all weekend, so you can take notes, and the information from what I'm teaching is in that workbook. And your swag bag is like a bag. It's not like a plastic bag. It's a canvas bag. So that's your swag bag. And then you guys come in on Friday, and all of your art supplies that you need are there. Like, you guys don't need to bring any art supplies. You don't need to bring an apron. You just need to bring yourselves, and you guys are good to go. If you would like to bring supplies, you can. Is Robin here? I think I saw Robin earlier. Robin brought her own supplies last year, but you don't have to. We have everything that you need to be able to participate. And you guys create all day Friday. Oh, we do have continental breakfast Friday and Saturday. And when I say continental breakfast, I mean like the baked goods are from a local baker, and she's actually an artisan baker. So these are fresh baked goods. We had little quiches last year, and some baked goods from Cottage Bakery. And then on Sunday, we had another bakery, Lori's Bakery did Sunday. So we have local bakers who are providing the food. So it's not like Walmart muffins that we're bringing for breakfast. It's good breakfast.
It's literally made it for that morning.
Yes, literally. And then we have our morning of creating, and then for lunch, we bring in a local restaurant. We had my favorite pizza last year, and we did Mexican last year. But these are local restaurants. Again, these aren't people who are buying like frozen stuff from Shamrock and dropping it in the fryer. Like, we're using local people to cook for us.
Shamrock's a food vendor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in case
sorry.
you don't know.
I think it's a local one.
Cisco is
Cisco
is the national one. So like, these are restaurants who are using fresh ingredients, and so you guys are getting quality breakfast and lunch, which is included in the price of the event. All of your art supplies, pizza, pasta, and salad. And then we had options for people who have like dietary needs too. That's part of the registration. So I try to be mindful. Only thing I had one person who was allergic to cheese. I was so sad because everything had cheese in it. The pasta, the pizza, but I didn't know that. Yeah, but I know for next year.
And if
Linda, I'll be
anybody
ready
has-
for you if you come back.
For example, I can't eat garlic.
Yes.
So we always have to check for that when we go out to eat.
Yeah.
If you have any food issues, you just say, and we'll make sure there's food.
Yeah. We'll do our best to make sure that there's food there.
That there's food for you that you can eat.
Yeah.
Whether it's gluten or dairy, or you're a vegetarian or vegan, we'll figure it out.
And then evenings, you guys are on your own. Although we do have a spring festival, wine festival at the same time. And I have a section carved out for you guys in the VIP tent at the festival. So if you go to the festival, it's not like you're going to be stuck walking around. You can go and get food from the food trucks. And the food trucks are good. Like, a lot of the food trucks are local restaurants from surrounding areas. Isabel's. Don't tell anybody.
Isabel's, Big Tex, Nana's Kitchen. The refugee now has a food truck as well.
Oh yeah, we have the new microbrewery downtown now too with barbecue. They're open. So anyways, you guys are on your own for the evening, and we will have a landing page with like information for you. So I go around and harass all of our local restaurants and stuff to give us coupons. So I wish I would have bought the lanyard. Your lanyard has a QR code on the back. And when you click it, it'll take you to a page. It'll have a listing of all the restaurants that are offering coupons just for Recycle Besties. So you guys can go to some of those restaurants. And then Sunday is a half day because I figure it's a travel day. So we kind of finish up on Sunday, and then I'll have like a brunch, and it's kind of a ready to go brunch. So it's, if you want to eat there, you can, but everything that we have for brunch on Sunday, it can be easily carried away if like you're in a hurry because you're going to be hitting the road. So there's a lot of value in the event.
And Flea said Karen brought chocolate for everybody.
Oh, I know. Flea was so, I know. Karen was so nice. She came from Hershey. Yeah, she brought a raw chocolate. That was very nice.
She was in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Got everybody chocolate.
She did. So I could have been working while I was talking. I'm sorry. I'm fired. But anyways, that's the retreat in a nutshell. So it's not just like come and hang out with me. It's really a lot of value for you guys when you come to the retreat and staying at the event motels. And we actually have 2 event motels this year. Like we have the major one, and my friend Karen owns a bed and breakfast. So like if you're coming with a group of girlfriends and you guys all want to stay together, the Airbnb would be a nice option too. And I think Karen only has, I don't know how much she has there, but it's not like the motel where there's
I saw
like.
her yesterday, but I didn't think they had.
And
Robin Runcie said she brought watercolor pencils with her, and it was an awesome retreat.
thank you. And oh man, I was gonna say something else and then I forgot. I was talking about the bed and breakfast.
And the hotel where you get a discount.
Oh yeah, the discount. That's right. And we negotiated. Yeah, we negotiated with the motel to give you guys a discount on your rooms. And I've already met with the manager this year, and he's going to maintain the same price, you guys. So the same price you guys paid last year is what it will be available this year. So be sure that you reach out to me before you book your room so I can give you instructions though on how to book. Okay. So that's all. I haven't really talked about the retreat. And I wanted to make sure and talk about that tonight because we really haven't talked about what it actually is, only that it's awesome and you should come.
We talk a lot about the camaraderie and making a friend.
Well, honestly,
the inspiration, because everybody there inspires everybody else.
Yes.
But yeah, the nuts and bolts are you're walking away with a ton of stuff.
And last year it was interesting. We had some ladies who came who've like just started crafting. We had some ladies who came who are like already bona fide like artists. And we had a lot of people in the middle, right? But everyone walked away saying that they had learned something new and they found value. So it's
Lisa
pretty awesome.
Pearson says it was great. Everything was top-notch quality. Then she says this, which I'm going to disagree with her. Unfortunately, my sister and I are going to Scotland in 26. Why is that unfortunate? That sounds awesome.
I know. That sounds awesome.
In 27. It's cool.
I know. And then you can tell us all about Scotland.
Yeah. And Flea says, when can we book our rooms?
You know what, Flea? I'm going to be sending out an email like this in the next week or so. We have a summit right now, so let me not lie to you. I'm going to send out an email in the next 2 weeks, Flea. And it'll have that information on there. I think that I will start getting it together because I know I need to pull together the Facebook group so you guys can start chatting with each other. And I will get the landing page up so we can start adding all the information, including like all the restaurants that are giving coupons and all that stuff over the course. Like by the end of October, I'll have all that done.
Oh, speaking of end of October, early bird.
Yeah, the early bird special does end October 31st, and it will go up $50 after that.
Did you already say that?
I did, but it's okay.
Sorry, because I got demand here.
I know you're
gold fishing.
Ooh, that one is pretty. You guys, should I do the bird or should I do these sweet little flowers right here? Oh, I can even get the stamp on there. I think I should do that.
We said I walked away with sisters.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about the community, and that really is important. If you're a creative personality, you may or may not have that many people like in your everyday life who understand our madness, and so connecting with people who are like-minded people is super important. And Flea is saying she found sisters, but I got to tell you, I've seen Dorothy. Dorothy has a whole crew. Her, Tana, or what is it, Tara? Tana. There's a whole group of them. I've seen them going to other retreats together, and so I think there were a lot of lifelong relationships formed at that retreat, based on what I've seen on Facebook. Because these ladies are hanging out. I see them.
And we had, where was it? Lisa's flowers.
I know these are so sweet. I think I already made a decision. Sorry, you guys. I asked you guys, and then I started cutting.
Linda Watson Glenham says, "Wish you would come to the East Coast." We have discussed it.
We've discussed it, and it's part of future plans. It's just harder. One of the reasons why I'm able to deliver such a quality retreat here in my hometown is because of relationships that I have in my hometown. If I were to go out of town and like just, call a motel to book a space, it would cost so much money. I imagine I would have to charge, oh man, I did pay
It would be
attention.
retail.
It would be really expensive. Like honestly, leveraging the relationships that I have with the people that I've known like a good portion of my life, because I grew up in this town, really does enable me to afford to build um, a conference that's affordable. I mean, I know it's not like a small amount of money, but I've been to retreats and I've paid this amount and gotten like a day and a half and no lunch, no breakfast, no nothing. So I'm able to build out something that's really quality um, for this price because of the relationships that I have here in my local community. And it's just really hard to do that in other areas. Now, what we've talked about is the possibilities of being hosted by retailers, but that would include my travel and all of that stuff. And so that also adds on to the cost of the event. So it's not a no, something that we're trying to work out though, because I would like to travel and be able to teach.
If you have a favorite retailer, talk with them. Maybe they have relationships in their community
Yeah.
that they can work things out.
And that's true. But like I said, but then you have the expense of flying me there, motel room. Cause like I'm not to sound icky, but like it doesn't make sense for me fiscally, right? To pay for all that stuff.
Well, yeah, if you're traveling, you're taking time away from your business.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying if you're a retailer or you have a favorite retailer, talk to them, see if it's workable. If it isn't, they'll tell you.
Yeah.
And then there's no harm, no foul. Because not everybody can make it pencil out. But if they can see a way for profitability for them.
Yes.
Then yeah, let's talk. And Dave does not come with. You get no Dave, so you're Daveless.
I think I need Dave.
No, nobody wants that. And that's the right thing.
Dave is trying to get himself to come out. David spent the whole day with us. You know what he told me, y'all? He had a headache.
I did not spend the whole day with you. I spent 3 days with you. And I had a headache for 2 days. Y'all are loud.
Oh, everyone was excited. There was a lot of chatter.
Yeah. They were having a great time.
He said there was a constant hum of chatter and he had a headache. How can I lose stuff when I know I'm not even leaving the table, baby? How does that happen? I need my sanding block. Oh, there it is. So I'm just going to sand this extra paper off the edge. If you guys are new, I like to sand to trim mine. And I always just pull one way, just one way like that. That way I don't have to worry about picking my paper up or scrunching it up. And so this is about, I think this is like a 280. It's a little rougher than I normally use. I think a 220 is perfect for trimming. And I like using these versus using a piece of sandpaper because you guys can look at my hands and you can tell, like, oh, Arthur, as my mama used to call him, has already come to visit me at 55. And so my hands don't always have easy days. And it's easier for me to grip, something like this than it is to try to hold on to a little piece of sandpaper. So that's why I like the sanding blocks.
Carolyn Volbeat says, I'm ready to sign up. I'm in that group that I don't have a craft buddy. Well, if you hang out here, you do.
Well, this is the thing, too, is we had several people who came by themselves last year. Yep. Is April here? April signed up that morning, Thursday morning, and came by herself. And
from Phoenix.
Yes, she drove from Phoenix, but still, like, she came by herself. And she had, Dorothy was one of the ones. They just took her under their wing and she ended up with her crew. And saying,
Mara says Dorothy's crew is going to all the retreats.
Yes, right, Mara? And so, yeah, you had ladies who really, and I know that the ladies in my membership, so I have a Royce Besties membership. And so a lot of my ladies, we've seen each other like every week because we meet weekly. But them being able to see each other in person was super special.
Yeah, please said I came by myself last year, found myself surrounded by my peeps.
Yeah.
It was like everybody kind of knew each other.
Even though they didn't. Oh, man, I knew this was the piece I was supposed to use. Emolo.
See, that's what we get to talking about is the community, the friendship, the talking, not the nuts and bolts, because the nuts and bolts are really Royce packs a lot. Because trust me, there's no room in my living room for about 2 weeks before everything's there.
And the warehouse.
To go to the kitchen.
Oh, I know. I've already started ordering supplies. And you guys, we're not like sitting down, like listening to a lecture either. You guys will listen to instruction, but most of the day, you guys are making.
Instruction is maybe 10 minutes, if that.
Yeah. Because it's like a big laboratory. And we have a lot of stations. Ooh, that's pretty, but I think that's going to cut off a lot.
Believe it or not, you're at 6:05.
Stop it. Okay. I got to make a decision. Quick decision. This one I think is going to fit better. So let's put this on this one. And hopefully you guys are looking at what I'm doing and you're saying, you know what, that's fine, but I would do that. And that's fine, but I would do that because that's the theme. And you could still use, on top of this, I could use stencils. I could use stamps. You can use all the things. What are you going to say, babe?
The one you're cutting is the one I was going to recommend, but I forgot I'm a few seconds behind on the video.
Oh. And this is nice because you could put a letter in the middle of this one. That would be really cool to monogram it.
If you're going to Anita's house, you could put an A.
Yeah. Oh, man. Where's the... Oh, there it is.
Miss Baba Ganoush, you could put a B.
Baba Ganoush.
Does anybody know where that's from? There you go. Here's Dave's trivia. We're back on Sunday. Where's Baba Ganoush from?
I can see the guy saying it. The little squeaky guy. Is it Taxi?
No.
Oh, why do I hear him saying
I'll
it?
take one of two. Because it appeared in every episode of one show.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't think so.
How could I not have a stick? Like, how does that even happen?
Now, I only know it from TV. Maybe it's a real thing. Baba Ganoush, for all I know, is like a food.
It could be.
It could be. But I know it from TV. And I know it from two different shows.
Two different shows.
Two different shows.
Okay, I can't find my stick, so I'm just going to use this popsicle stick right here.
No, because there's no pushing those buttons.
Yeah, you can't push the buttons, Papa.
But you can sit on that chair.
And I wouldn't care, except for YouTube gets you if you use a sound that you don't have a license to use. And we don't want that to happen. And when you're transferring over paper, moisture is not your friend. So I hope I let enough time go by. But if you start transferring and like your paper is lifting up a little bit, generally it means that there's still moisture in there. And what you can do is just set it to the side.
Kathleen Hoover says it is a dip. Donna Simpson said it's a food. It's an eggplant dip.
Oh.
So I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying I learned of Baba Ganoush.
You just like saying the word.
It's a great word. From two different shows, and I'm curious if anybody knows the shows. One is very old. One is, well, now probably 20 years old. But one is at least 70, maybe 60.
You know what is crazy? When someone says something was like in the year 2000, that doesn't sound like it was that long ago.
No, that was yesterday.
That was 25 years ago. I'm just saying. And I have these youngsters telling me that I was born in the late 1900s. Oh my gosh, baby, you were born in the mid 1900s.
I was. Just barely over midpoint. Lee says it's Mediterranean, which is true. And that should be a hint as to one of the shows.
Oh, My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Nope.
Oh.
Kathleen O'Brien Hoover says Wedding Crashers. I don't know if it's in the movie. I'll be honest. I've only watched.
Oh, so this is the show. Welcome back, Cotter.
No, not Welcome Back, Cotter.
Oh. Okay.
We haven't watched as much TV as you, David. Nobody has, Donna.
Look at how pretty that is, and how special, right? And if you have somebody like, to me, I have a friend, Tracy Taylor, who loves music. This would be something I think she would enjoy. And so when you make gifts, you get to take your friend's personal interest into consideration. And you know what? If you're someone who is not comfortable using resin and you just want, you can just like 3 coats of, okay, I did want to talk about this tonight. You let me forget. I wanted to talk about how you could seal these. So I could just use like 3 or 4 coats of varnish over this, right? Making sure that each layer dries in between. And that would be enough for average use. If I lived in like Wisconsin where it's cold and I thought maybe somebody was going to put on some hot chocolate over here, then I could use engine enamel. There's a clear enamel that's used to spray on engines. That would be an appropriate sealer under those conditions. Or you could use the UV resin, or you could use something like triple thick too, right over the top of this and let it dry and cure completely, and it would protect the surface really well. So you don't have to use resin, but you can. And if anybody has any ideas, I'm listening to for other ways to seal these. So we said triple thick, your water-based resin. You can even use like a Rust-Oleum clear spray paint that I use for a lot of things. You could use that as a final coat over, maybe a couple of coats of this over the top of everything. So you don't have to use resin to make these durable, I guess is my point. You could use something, less caustic.
All right, I'll tell you one of them because Ricky Champagne goes Baba Ganoush. All right. The one I don't expect anybody to get is a show called MXC, Most Extreme Challenge. You have watched
Oh
it.
My.
You hate it.
Yes, I did.
It's a Japanese children's game show.
Is it a children's game show?
I think it's a children's
There are no children in that show.
It's just a Japanese game show.
Okay.
That somebody bought the rights to, and they dubbed it over in English, but it's comedians doing it.
Yes, they are a hot mess.
They always name one of the characters.
Oh, Baba Ganoush. They do.
Johnny Baba Ganoush. That's one of the shows.
I'm going to run out of time. I thought this was going to be a simple project.
The other one is from the late 50s, early 60s. I'll give you a hint. He not only starred in the TV show, he was a producer of another, maybe the biggest TV show in the early 1960s. And
Happy Days?
His daughter was the star of it.
Oh, Laverne and Shirley.
No.
No?
Although that's her brother.
Okay.
Gary Marshall is Penny Marshall's brother.
So really quickly, you guys, I just mixed together some black and turmeric. These are IOD inks. They're permanent inks. And I like to add a little turmeric because it warms my black up. And I'm just gonna ink the edges of these because I don't know. I felt like it needed it.
The biggest TV show of the early 1960s, the biggest sitcom of the 1960s.
It wasn't Happy Days?
No, that's in the 1970s.
Oh.
Ooh, Angie's on the track. That girl is the show of his daughter.
That's you.
So the show with Baba Ganoush was that.
Are you sure Lenny didn't? I can hear Lenny saying Baba Ganoush from Laverne and Shirley.
Once, I'm not saying no, but I want to say Hans Conried played a character. I believe that was called Baba Ganoush.
Oh, okay.
It was a regular reference in the show. And the fact that I could pull Hans Conried out of my back pocket right now. I'm impressed and saddened by me all at the same
All at
time.
the same time. So I hear a lot of people say that they have problems with IOD ink running when you go to seal it, but it's super important that you seal that you ¿cómo se dice? What's the word I'm looking for? That you let it set up. That's not what I'm looking for. You let it cure before you start with your sealer. And one way you can let it cure is to let it sit like overnight. Usually it's fine with me. And you guys see I'm using a very thin layer also. And the other way is you can apply heat. So this is just applying heat to it. And I want to get it pretty warm so that when I go over it with my top coat, that my ink doesn't run anywhere. It may run a little bit right now because I'm rushing it, but for this project, it's fine.
Angie Champagne was close. She said Danny Kaye, no, but Amy Waters came right behind. Danny Thomas. That was it, the Danny Thomas show. Make room for Daddy.
Oh.
Which became the Danny Thomas show.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I have no idea what that show is.
That's the first time I heard Baba Ganoush.
I have no idea.
Danny Thomas, I believe, is Lebanese. I want to say he's Lebanese.
Oh, so that would make sense. I'm running out of room. I'll put it right there.
May have
and
said,
so,
used
how pretty
used
is that?
Word, but those are the two that had it consistent.
Yes. I mean, I don't know that I've heard Lenny say it. It just sounds like something that Lenny would say, is all I'm saying.
Lenny or Squiggy? Squiggy was
Squiggy, the short one, yeah.
David L. Lander. I want to say he just passed away this year or late last year. He had, was it lupus or what's the disease that Michael J. Fox had?
Oh, Parkinson's.
Parkinson's. He might have Parkinson's.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like this needs something, you guys. What should I put on this? I feel like I'm going to put this one aside. I'm not going to finish it yet because I do feel like it needs something. I just don't know what.
Debbie Novak says she's looking forward to the craft summit this week.
It's going to be so much fun. Like, honestly, I opened the group yesterday. If you guys have come into the group already, I do encourage you to introduce yourself. I like having the communities with my courses because it's part of the fun. And I'm going to send another email out because I know you guys got an email with the link to the group, but if you're like me and you have a ton of emails, like it could be in the second page now. I feel like I need to use a foil on this. What do you guys think? A foil transfer? Let me see if I can find one.
Simpson said Get Smart. I don't ever remember that on Get Smart.
I remember Get Smart. I don't know if I was watching reruns, but
I'm trying to remember what Bernie Capel's character was. You work for Control. You work for the bad guys. Bernie Capel was the doctor on Love Boat.
The Love Boat. I remember that.
And Bernie Capel can make me laugh just by like a look. He's just so good.
You already know my favorite comedians are the ones who play it under. You know what I mean? Like they just look a certain way and you just start giggling. Those are my favorite ones. Like Martin is just too over the top for me. I cannot. Same with Jim Carrey. They just do too much, baby.
They're not my favorite.
I mean, I guess physical comedy I don't like.
Well, I don't mind it, but it's got to be good.
Or it has to be like a little bit. Because who were we watching the other night who was good at it? Because it's subtle. Okay, you guys probably have the new foil transfers with the little like pieces on there. And I cannot find mine right now, but I do feel like this needs some foil, some gold on it. If Rima was here, she would be so happy with me because I'm going to put gold on here.
Simpson has to go. It's almost lunchtime where she is.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for joining us, Donna.
Karen Moyer says for the poinsettia, maybe stamp a 25.
Oh, that's a good idea, Karen. What do I want to put on here? Her Royal Highness. Maybe I should put that on there. That would be funny. If you have a friend who's bougie, I'm going to do that. I mean, I don't have a friend that's super bougie, do I? I don't have a bougie friend.
Oh, we know bougie people.
We do. Maybe I'll keep this one for one of our gift exchanges. And this would be funny too, like if this is your coaster at work, right? And it says Your Royal Highness. You're in the break room with your coaster and it says Your Royal Highness. I wish I had the little Christmas ones. Those would be prettier, but I don't have it right here.
I do have a poster on for dogs.
Do you?
Native American Gaming.
Oh.
When I went to the tourism governor's conference on tourism. One from the Native American Gaming Alliance.
Okay, I'm gonna put it just right here. I mean, it's not like the prettiest thing, but I do think it's funny.
Linda Steffens. I love the old comedians like Lucy and the Marx Brothers. You know, it's funny. I went to go watch just a little bit of Duck Soup, which is on my top 5 films favorite of all time. And I wound up watching the whole movie. I had no intention of that, but I was like, I can't turn it off.
You couldn't turn it off. You couldn't let go, baby.
And I just started watching Monkey Business. I did turn that off because I had to go to work.
Dang it. Dang job. Getting in the way of your TV watching. And you guys know what's hilarious is David's gone all day because, you know, I work at home. Like 99.995% of the time, that TV does not even come on until David gets home. Oh, man. I think I still had some moisture left in there, maybe.
Made on Maple Lane, I think is, if you mistype, it's okay. Because here are the last 3 comments on YouTube. Oh my, I was forced to watch that. Haha. Followed by message retracted, excuse me. Followed by some ice cream, but you can't have none.
She's texting somebody.
My favorite from the 80s. So I think she's referencing Eddie Murphy.
Oh, I don't know.
You want to lick? You can't have none.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's the ice cream.
Yeah. I got some ice cream. I got some ice cream. Sorry, I was having a flashback.
I'm not sure why your messages or your comments aren't coming through completely.
Or maybe she's like texting.
That, or I'm thinking, oh, I misspelled. Let me pull it back. But then it's not going through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
I'm just using this stick and just putting this gold around the edge since we put some gold in the middle. Although it's not enough gold.
Oh, yes. Stephanie said yes. She was referencing Eddie Murphy. Was that Delirious?
I don't know which one that was.
I saw him live for that tour. He came to Chicago. I got tickets.
Okay. That one may not be my favorite. We'll see what happens. Let's do a little I'm running out of room. 6:20. Oh Lord, I'm out of time. I said we were going to be short tonight. I'm sorry, baby. I lied to you again.
No, we can always finish this up tomorrow next week.
Although now that you've done a live, you see how quick it goes by.
Oh no, it took forever.
It took forever. And I cannot find your piece. I wanted to show the ladies because David has been creating with us, you guys. So the last 2 Sundays, David created a door hanger. And I was going to show you. Now I can't find it. I just want to put a little bit of grunge around the edges a little bit. So I'm just trimming this one the same as I trimmed the other ones, you guys. And you guys will notice that because I didn't leave a lot of paper hanging around the edge, that I didn't have that, you know, where it pulls up around the edge. So this one's really pretty. We literally just decoupaged that. I'd be afraid to put anything else on there because that's kind of busy. This is a really popular design. This is Patina Roses is the name of this design. So I forgot to find something to sit this on. That's what I was going to do. I'll just use this little piece of tape. It doesn't have to be super high. Oh, maybe higher than that. I just want it to raise it off the table a little bit so that if the resin drops, it can drop off of my coaster. And I am using this mat right here so it doesn't stick. I can't think of the name of it. What is it, babe?
Oh man. Yeah, it's a thing.
Not latex, silicone. Yeah, the silicone mat so that the resin that falls on there, I can just peel it right off after it dries. So I'm going to be using this resin. And like I said, this is low odor. It doesn't stink at all. I mean, I'm not saying that it doesn't have like chemicals in it because I'm sure it does, but it's not super stinky like the epoxy resin is.
Carol Kincaid just joined in.
Hey, Carol.
Got us for 10 minutes.
That might be all she can take, baby.
I don't blame her.
So I am gonna, the thing I like about this resin too is because you're not racing against time, right? It's not gonna cure until you're ready for it. So you can take your time, and I feel like I'm more likely to get the result that I want. And I'm gonna try not to touch it because I don't want to have my hands feeling like resin on it. It does have some odor, but it's not like the epoxy resin, which is like super stinky. But you can take your time because it's not going to cure until I put it under the UV light.
Now, I'll be honest, I'm no arty guy. My thought was if I was doing 4 of these, because you sell them in packs of 4, right? Or packs of 5.
They come in packs of 5.
Packs of 5. So if I was to do this as 5 for a hostess, you know, we're over Thanksgiving, it's a Christmas party, whatever.
Yeah.
I would think I'd want the background to be all the same and then small things on top, like maybe a tree, maybe a deer, maybe yada. And then I saw you had them all lined up at the top of the image.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of liked them all different.
I think it depends on who you're making them for, right? Because I have friends who would love to have a whole pack of different ones, but I have some friends that would stress them out. You know what I'm saying? They would be, yeah.
Until I saw it and I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. Where they're all different.
Yes. Stephanie, it's a 1-part resin. It comes right out of the bottle like this. And it's not going to start curing until I put it under this UV light right here. And so I'm waiting a few minutes to see if any bubbles are going to rise to the top. I don't really care about bubbles, but you know, people do. And so it kind of self-levels beautifully. And so I'm going to put it under this little light and I'm going to do it for 150. Oh, it's not charged. Oh no, I didn't think about that part. Oh, criminies. Huh? It's not charged. This is a UV light.
Oh.
Dang it. I had my.
You got to do it tomorrow or next Sunday.
Well, I need to do this now. I don't want to leave it open.
Do you have power?
I'm trying to think if we have
What kind of
something.
plug does it need?
It needs a. Is that a U?
It's a USB-C.
Yeah, look in that top drawer, Daddy, and see.
Take the mic cord.
Look, I bet you there's one in that top drawer right there.
Remember, your phone did not use USB-Cs. It wasn't until my phone and the tablets.
Yeah, but the tablet does, though.
But the tablet's relatively new.
I'm looking in my stash of electrical cords.
You got one.
Oh, see, you want that? Well, I need that in, Daddy.
You got to plug it in.
Well, oh yeah, I guess I can plug it in back here behind me.
Yeah.
I almost panicked, you guys. Oh no, it's the other one, the bigger one. That's the little one. That's not it, babe. It's the one that got. This isn't the one that goes with the tablet. This is the old
Oh
one.
gosh, that is an
Yeah. So what would happen? Oh, look at I missed the whole spot right here. Dag nabbit.
All right, I can pull your mic cord, and that'll work.
Okay.
Will your camera microphone hear you?
I think so. I can turn it on if I need to.
Yeah, I love you, but this is honestly, this stresses me.
I know.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Gert says she can't hear me either. Baby, we causing problems. No sound. No sound, no sound. Okay. Oh, Felicia says yes. Okay. I'm back. It's back. Sorry about that, you guys. We unplugged the cord because we were going to use it for this thing. I'm so sad. You guys see how prepared I was tonight? Like there was something that was bound to go wrong. Okay. I will cure this and I'll show it to you guys later. But let's look at the ones we made tonight anyways. Like I'm trying to keep this on my mat because I always put this under the light too, and then I just pick off the dry resin. So I don't want to touch that one, but these are the ones that we made tonight. And a project like this is something that you could create using scrap decoupage papers, right? And if you guys know how you have like pieces of transfers from larger projects. This is one of those projects that you could create using all of your scrap pieces. So your scrap decoupage, your scrap pieces of transfers. Of course, you could use stencils over the top. And you could layer anything. And again, if you're gonna put the resin over your transfers, I would put like 3 coats of a water-based varnish and let that like cure for a couple of days before I would go over it with the resin. But how fun would these be? And you could take this, like if I was going to someone's house, I could stack up, a stack of these and tie them together with a ribbon. And that would be a super cute hostess gift. And not one of those hostess gifts that just gets like, thrown in the closet somewhere, but it can actually be utilized. And I am going to poke the hole through these and leave that hole there so they can either use it as a coaster or it can be used easily as an ornament for their tree. Debbie, girl, you're going to decoupage all the things because it's so easy to transform something almost instantaneously. Oh, Carol, wooden blocks would be super cute. Super cute. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. I'm so sorry I don't have a power cord for my resin thingy. I'm going to post a picture because this is going to be so pretty. And probably the prettiest thing that I've made, the prettiest paper that I've used with the resin has been this one. Because what happens is the resin is shiny. And so it makes it look like porcelain. It makes them look like they're like actual porcelain when you put the resin over and you dry it. We made some for our membership. Let me see if I think it might be over here. Let me see. No, I was just looking because the resin thingy was over here, so I thought maybe the cord would be over there. So I was just looking. I thought that I saw that thingy up here, but I guess not.
They're here displaying it.
So I think that's it. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess, y'all. But anyways, that's all we have for you guys tonight. I hope you guys had fun tonight. And we can get back into the swing of hanging out on Sunday night. So we'll be here every Sunday again, like we used to be. And for the next few Sundays, I'm going to be I've been doing a lot of, we're going to call like hanging out on Pinterest research. I've been doing a lot of research for really cool hostess gift ideas. So things that you can like really, that you'd be proud to give somebody as a hostess gift. And so I hope tonight is one of those things. And of course, I'm using these rounds because I have like so many of them. And these are available on my website. You guys can ask me for the link and I'll send it to you if you wanted to get these. And how much is a 5-pack? I had listed for like $5, I think. Like I scored a bunch of them. If you're on Whatnot, they're on Whatnot, but they're also on my website too. Lord have mercy for Jesus.
This is what size?
These are the 4 inches.
$6.
So $6 for five of them. Yeah. Yeah. So $6 for 5 of these, plus shipping. But they are marked to move because, you know,
And
I have so much of
it too. You've got 11-inch.
Yes.
$15.
That's for 5.
If you want
Yeah.
to just get 2, it's 8. And
Yeah.
you got 6-inch, 5 for $10.
Yeah. So different sizes are over there, but you guys can use them with your scrap pieces of decoupage and transfers and make something fabulous. I think that's all. I'm so out of practice, you guys. That's all we have for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope you guys had a good time and I hope you found something that was inspirational. You guys remember, where curiosity goes, creativity follows. So I encourage you guys to be curious, to play, to explore, and just to see what happens. And I will be live tomorrow night, you guys. We have a meet and greet scheduled for the Crafted to Create Summit. And I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and broadcast it over the Royce page and YouTube. So I'll be live again tomorrow. And if you are a retailer, you're one of the instructors for the summit, or if you are a bestie and you would like to be invited to join me online to talk tomorrow, then we can do that. So I'll send out an email and let you guys know all about that. But you guys have a blessed week and hope maybe I'll see you tomorrow. But if not, we'll see you next Sunday. Bye.